Hi there and hello, my name is Connor. 今日の動画では chelmico no gokigen について話してます。So in this video, I'll be talking about the 2022 album from the rock, pop, hip-hop duo Chelmico. Chelmico is comprised of two members, which are Rachel and Mamiko, and if you couldn't tell, Chelmico is their names squished together. How cool is that, right? So I'm talking about this album 3 years after it came out for a few reasons. One, I love it. This is probably one of my favorite Japanese albums of all time, for sure top 5. And there are some songs that I am not lying about. I listen to every single day and have been listening to every single day since 2022. And so I love this album so much, and because I just went to Japan recently, I just happened to get the super deluxe version of it on CD. It's got all kinds of fun stuff in here, and I am so happy I have it because I love this thing, and like I said, I listen to it all the time, so I thought this was a proper investment at this point. So this album, it is 46 minutes long and it features songs of pretty much nearly every genre out there, I feel like. I think that this album starts off especially strong given the very first 4 songs. They are just some of the strongest on the album and I love them so much. I'm not quite including the intro song there, though I have to say I love the intro song. I think it sets the mood exceptionally well, and the fact that it transitions perfectly into that first song is just icing on the cake. Speaking of that first song, it is called Roller Coaster and it is so much fun, and I feel like that's really kind of the vibe of the album. The title of the album is gokigen, which means kind of like in good spirits, and sort of like a humorous mood and sort of a good mood. So I feel like if you needed to translate it, it would probably be just like good vibe. So with that said, I feel like Roller Coaster is a fantastic tone setter, and it really exhibits both the quality of the production on this album as well as the quality of the vocals and the songwriting too. And I feel like even on its own, it is a great energetic house and kind of disco song that would really stand on its own. However, Rachel and Mamiko's vocals just enhance it to such a high degree that I just think it's a fantastic song because of that. I think one of my favorite aspects of this whole album is just how different all of the songs sound and are. For example, the song Moderation starts as kind of a high-speed hip-hop track, and then later on it just sort of morphs into this more punk hip-hop song, complete with a razor-sharp guitar akin to maybe a song from City Morgue. And while that's probably the craziest song on the album, most are fairly more mild but no less unique. One of my favorite examples of this is the song called Cozy, which is a returning song from a prior EP of theirs. The hook and chorus on this thing are so incredibly catchy, oh my god. I swear I think of this song at least twice a week. It's just so catchy, and then the way that they harmonize too is just fantastic, and it plays in my head even now. It is just such a fantastically produced and written and composed, arranged song. I just love it so much. So I'm not gonna sing it here, but just trust me, I really want to. There is another song on this album called BFF, and it is more akin to a kind of American pop rock song. And so yes, I did say American, but the example I'm about to use is French. I feel like this song could easily be from the album Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix by the band Phoenix, just because of how kind of poppy it is, but mainly just because of how the guitar sounds on this one. I feel like out of all of the songs, the absolute oddest is the one called Isoga Peach, which I should also note has a heart character in the song title. It is a sugary sweet J-pop song that sounds like you're inside a buzzing beehive. I will admit this one took a while for me to actually like, but now I'm kind of all about it, frankly. One thing of note on this album is that I think Mamiko and Rachel's lyricism and rapping style really play off each other just fantastically well, and this fact doesn't really seem to be lost on them either. So as is common throughout their discography, many verses and songs are devoted to their friendship and how much they appreciate each other in their lives. I think one of my favorite examples of this is the song Meidame. On top of the song being about their friendship and also just relationships in general, the music video actually goes a step further. It is super fun. I really recommend watching it, but the spoiler for it, because you can kind of spoil it, is as follows. So basically, the music video is a parody of the Saw movies. That said, the video is kind of about Rachel and Mamiko having to torture each other to survive, but the power of friendship saves the day. And because of that, they learn to kind of have fun with it and take it in stride, and they survive. And I think that's a really fun premise for a video. So I think you should go watch it. I'll probably have a little bit of it playing here. It is super fun. I like it a lot, and it's a fantastic song too, and they both rap and sing on it fantastically, and because of that, it's a 10 out of 10 song. And like any proper 10 out of 10 song, I listen to this one all the time, and of course, another of the main reasons why I listen to songs from this album so much is because of the production. Oh my god. This album features work from some of my favorite Japanese producers, such as Mamori, Tofu Beats, who have really crafted some like beautiful and fun and just kind of entrancing production here. The final song on this album is called Miteru Dake, which just means I'm just looking. Just looking. And so while yes, it is a send off to the album, the actual song is kind of a like 90s throwback posse cut sort of instrumental. And because of that, it reminds me a lot of something that you might hear from like leaders of the new school or something from the 90s. Additionally, there's a very prominent keyboard in the back with a drum pattern that heavily reminds me of work from A Tribe Called Quest, particularly off Low End Theory or maybe Midnight Marauders. Hi. Hi. Hello. I don't know if I like that. Oh, okay. Yeah? You want to be in the video? Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera? Can you look at the camera? Okay. All right, buddy, you gotta go. I'm so sorry. So I've talked about a handful of songs at this point, probably about half of the album, but I still haven't talked about my favorite song yet. And that should really tell you how much I like this album. My absolute favorite song is the one called December. And it is quite literally that one that I listen to every single day. I just love how the duo raps here, and I'm really not ashamed to say that the production on this song is really what kickstarted my love for house music. On this one, Mamiko raps with a very dry and sultry voice, which I find also really suits her lyrics as well. So basically, the song is about it being December. I know that's crazy. And so because it's cold out, it's kind of preventing any outdoor activities. The lyrics follow suit, and it kind of reflects Mamiko's and Rachel's desire to spend time inside with someone that they love. The actual composition of this song is interesting because there's no real hook, but there's like multiple, but there's no main one. And it kind of has like phases in the song. I feel like there's a total of maybe like 4 to 5 phases depending on like who you ask. So with that said, my favorite hook is probably the one sung by Mamiko, and it's her going, "Watashi dai, kimi shirai, dou shitai." So the English translation for that would basically be Mamiko saying, depending on me, depending on you, what should we do? And I just really love her kind of flow here, her inflection, and just the sound of her voice. That has always stuck with me, and it is probably one of my favorite parts of the whole song. On top of that too, the duo really pop off around the middle part of the song, which I have always thought has sounded fantastic and energetic and just really, really cool. And then after that, Mamiko sings the outro to the song, and it comes to a complete and perfect end, I think. And similarly, that's kind of all I have to talk about this album. I could talk about it forever, but you know, I want you to actually finish this, so I can't have it just go on for like an hour. So to summarize and wrap all that up, this is easily one of my favorite albums ever, and is one of the reasons why I love Japanese music so much. And I think that's because it is just such a breath of fresh air to have a rap album that not only goes super hard, but is also enveloped by this like very pertinent theme of like friendship and I guess gokigen, right? And in my opinion, other hip-hop units such as Earth Gang, such as Brockhampton, have certainly approached this, but I feel like Rachel and Mamiko truly deliver on the premise because they are that close in real life. Another of my favorite lyrics on the album is on the song Where You At. On this song, the duo sing the outro in English. The two sing, "Please let me keep these memories. I can't think of anything I don't like about you." And that is exactly how the song fades out with those lyrics, and I just think that is an absolutely perfect way to end the song. Again, this album is like a love letter to each other, and the thoughts and feelings are just so universal that I also find it easy to apply it to one's own relationships too, even if they aren't a part of this hip-hop duo. So to me, this album signifies the start of chelmico's world dominance. Certainly no genre is safe from them. This album has punk rock, reggae, house, sugary J-pop, 90s hip-hop posse cut beats, and also garage rock are all found on this album, and I just find that the duo effortlessly rap and sing over every single instrumental and style in every instance, and it is just amazing. It's also for this reason that I like to refer to them as the Japanese Outcast, in that they'll rap over any genre, no matter how weird it sounds on paper, and you just know it's going to come out golden. I find that every song on this album is easily a 10 out of 10, and while yes, I would recommend listening to it all at once, all at the same time, I feel like the songs are so varied that they can really fit like any occasion or mood or ambience just in everyday life. So for that reason, I listen to them just all the time. I just think that this album is a truly unique and amazing listening experience. So I feel like I can't really say anything more that would kind of not give the score away. I think this album is easily a 10 out of 10. Frankly, I'd give it an 11 out of 10 if I could. I think this thing is so perfect. I think it is going to age so incredibly well, and I think it is going to continue to be something that I listen to every single day of my life because it is just that good. Unfortunately, this album never got a vinyl release. However, some of their previous albums and EPs have, so I really hope it comes out at some point. That's kind of why I settled for the CD, because I wanted it physically. I needed to own it. And luckily I do, because I love this thing so much. I would have paid any price for it, and I do that exact same thing for the vinyl too. So hey, chelmico, ayo Rachel, ayo Mamiko. I think they're signed to Warner Japan. Ayo Warner Japan, get a guy a vinyl. I would literally pay $100 for this vinyl, happily. So that's my review, 10 out of 10 easy, any day of the week. Even on a bad day, it's a 10 out of 10. I think you should check this out. I think you should just listen to it all, because I feel like no matter what, there's gonna be at least half of the songs that you really like. I promise you, you're going to really like this album. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if maybe my love for this isn't as justified as I think it is, which it totally is, and you will be proven wrong. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. I mean, come on, bro, look at this thing. They're having so much fun. Oh my God, come on.